Right, should be live again, it says. Hopefully. Is it going to auto-refresh for me or no? Are we back, chat? I'm not sure at the minute. We are back. Okay, good. It's not refreshing me for some reason. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Let me just update the YouTube side of it. And then we can just get recording. Just update the FC24. Change the thumbnail on it. It's quite the trophy Bono's got there. And a rather sizable bottle of champagne as well, to be fair. A 56 race streak, wow. I appreciate you staying up for it, Brandon. We're only going to be live for about another hour or so, so you'll be able to go to bed at about 3 AM. Hopefully, we can get some points on the board. Got the spreadsheet up with the finances. We do now have a transfer budget reallocation option. So that would be good for the January transfer window. Some press conference questions up as well. I'm wondering whether a 15% would be better than a 25. Like 25% is a big fucking drop. It's like you can't really be expected to sell a quarter of your squad. Right, let's pause music. And start recording. Are you in Oz as well, are you, Valsi? No worries, Daniel. Got to do what you got to do. Andrew, thank you for the subscription on YouTube, mate. Appreciate that, dude. I presume tennis is on BBC One? Yeah. White Wimbledon on for a little while. Welcome back to the realistic road to glory here on FC24. We have some rather important games today. We obviously have been picking up points a little bit better than we were previously in the season with the victory against Luton. Hello? Okay, I don't know why it did that. I'll start again. Again, I've got alerts turned off and it's still just fucking... It's like, bring. Fuck off, mate. Got my alerts turned off. What are you doing? Take 2. Welcome back to the realistic road to glory. We are in December of this third season, so we're very nearly at the January transfer window. A transfer window that will likely be potentially more active than we thought it was going to be, because Andrew has very kindly made an alteration to our financial spreadsheet for us. I'll show you that in a moment. Of course, our league standing is just inside the relegation zone, but there is potential to get out of it today because we have bottom of the table Charlton twice and 21st place Plymouth Argyle. I would love 9 points from those 3 games. In between, Hull and Southampton as well, both away from home. Not expecting to get points from those, but these relegation 6 points, I mean, it's relegation 18 pointers today, isn't it? Because there's 3 of them, so it's going to be very, very intense. We have made a change to the starting lineup. 2 changes, in fact, to the starting lineup at your request. Dodds is now going to get a go on the right-hand side of midfield. You've called for Mackenzie to come in at centre-back and for Kingsley to go out to left-back. Now, that call has been made in the comment section prior to you seeing yesterday's episode, where we picked up some more points and a couple of key victories. I will trial this because you guys have asked for it. I'm not sure it's the right thing to do, but I'm happy to give it a go. We'll see what works. Mackenzie, unfortunately, is a left wing back at present, and it's going to take. I'll show you actually, because you'll be just as awestruck by this as I am, or dumbstruck, probably a better phrase. To change him to just a left back rather than a centre back would take 64 weeks, and for a left wing back who has left back and centre back in his registered positions, supposedly it's going to take 419 weeks to retrain him as a centre-back. So that's not really an option for us, unfortunately. So he's going to be trialled at centre-back, but he gets a -4 by doing so, which is not necessarily going to help get the best out of him. Kingsley gets a -1, moving out to left-back as well, instead of... that would be... Actually, he gets a -1 at left wing back or left back. But -4 for Mackenzie is not great. But if he plays well there regardless, then ultimately his performances are the most important factor, aren't they? Semmett will leave us at the end of the season. Brown, we're probably going to look to sell. Dodds will get the run on the right-hand side. And out on loan currently, and might well be recalled if Brown does leave in January, is Sam Forrest, who you guys would like to stay at the club. We are probably going to end up recalling Adam Clarkson for the rest of this season on the left-hand side of midfield, and then selling him in the summer to fund stadium improvements. That said, we really can only justify stadium improvements if we stay in the league. You'll notice that I have an extra option here, transfer budget reallocation. We currently have £8.6 million in the transfer budget, but only £900 available in my wage budget. But if I put 2 million of my transfer budget into the reallocation, I can get myself a significant boost to this season's and this season's only wage budget. So to ensure that we're not able to just rinse it and move whatever remaining transfer budget into the wage budget and carry that over to the next year, to keep the progression curve still shallower, I can improve my wage allocation for the time being. But obviously, if I want to have that sort of wage structure next season as well, I would need to, again, reallocate next season's transfer budget back into the wage budget, which would hamstring us transfer budget-wise moving forward. So what we will look to do is make the right signings, then when the time comes, make the right sales, and hopefully stay in the division and be able to spend some money on the stadium and some money on an improvement to the squad. As it stands in the relegation zone, our wage budget will go backwards. I've slightly tweaked the toggles to make it a bit more manageable. This is the first time we've done a save like this, so we are going to be editing some things on the fly, although obviously the rule set stays the same. Some things that we initially set out that aren't working in, or not working, but would be better, slightly altered in practice is fine. I'm absolutely okay with that. So let's get the on-pitch action underway, shall we, as we get cracking today. Saying thank you to a number of you in the comment section again, continually for your feedback. Thank you for that. Saying thank you to Cameron and to Dane and to Sean today, who are on the board behind me. Appreciate it very much indeed. We're going to have press conference questions for you as we move through, those taken from the comment section, of course. But for now, after a lengthy intro than usual, it's time to go and play some football. Football at home against a side that we desperately want to beat. It's Charlton Athletic at home, 3 games in the middle, and then Charlton Athletic away at the end of the episode as well. This is a huge episode for the season as a whole. And breathe, Chess. I could use the live editor to change his position to a centre-back if you guys would be open to me doing that. Contracts, Leone. It's part of the reason why I'm going to transfer some of the transfer budget over is to give people new contracts. Contracts, playtime, team performance. But yeah, generally moaning wankers probably covers it accurately enough. If you guys are happy for me to change his position to centre-back, then I am happy to edit that. We'll do it in this episode and we'll mention it again. Watts into Lee. Spread it all the way out wide to the left. Been quite rightly actually mentioned in the comment section, or in the live chat section, sorry, on Twitch, that we could utilise the live editor to just change Jack McKenzie to a centre-back. It's absolutely within the realms of possibility for us to do that. And I don't feel like I'd be cheating the system too much, considering... Oh, what a save. That was definitely on its way in. Considering the fact he's got centre-back in his positional set already. So if you guys are happy to, or happy for me to keep it, because I will do it throughout the course of this episode now when we get back to the menus, it is my plan now to change Jack McKenzie from a left wing-back to a centre-back, because he has the position set in his pre-existing positions. So as we're not unnecessarily ruined off by the game just not being made very well. Jack Stevens with a decent save. Chances at both ends. It's an important fixture, obviously, for both teams. Both will feel confident enough of being able to get the result that they want. It just matters most that we're the ones to get it. Dodds finds Yengi, who's injured, which could be crucial for our season. He picked up a knock with that heavy fall earlier on. And hopefully he's okay after this game to continue. And we're not going to have to look for a new striker in January in the short term. Ball delivered into the box by Dodds. It's not dealt with well by the goalkeeper. Yengi could win this header and has done so well. Oh, gone toking. And now he could score a bloody goal as well. No, it's cleared away. Just casually choking on a little bit of biscuit, don't mind me. There's a 2-minute cooldown on commands. And the command was used slightly recently, should I say. And you quite rightly say the injury is gone now. Coventry back to Dobson. Oh, just evades the defender. Bertrand. Mackenzie's in the way. Good defending. Charlton have the worst away record in total for the league, apparently. Played 9 games. They've gotten 2 draws and 7 defeats. Obviously, it goes without saying that we would like to make that 8, although they're the first side to have a second chance in the game to score a goal. as confident as we might be given our recent form and the fact that we feel like we're a better team than Charlton, we cannot underestimate the fact that they very much could get one over on us today in either of the two games. So we are going to have to be at our absolute best to ensure we get the result. But we definitely can get the result. Lidberg is going to get this out wide, is he? He is indeed. His Coventry forward delivered well and cleared by Sørensen. Ref. Dodds is down. He's up again. Is he? Is he okay? He's all right. Dangled a leg. Couldn't get there. Here's Blackett-Taylor. Well done. Todd's on a breakaway. A great ball to Yengi. Matched equally by the quality of the first touch. Never mind. Oh, he's done me there. Nicely into the channel. Coventry forward. Alfie May onside, says the linesman. And in the box here, Alfie May. And that is the quality of finish that Alfie May gets you. That was a very, very good strike. Goalkeeper, no chance. The shot power on that was astronomical. Rifling into the roof of the net. Could Jack Stevens have done better with that? From such a tight angle, you'd like to say yes. He's actually almost been done over by the game there, because that is one of those dodgy goalkeeping animations where he actually dives out of the way of the ball. Lovely, thank you. I really don't need to lose to Charlton, please. Let's turn this around. Dodds. I think Dodds is probably proving so far that he's better as an impact player rather than a starter. Coventry and Alfie May again. Don't let him pass you. Well in, Jack McKenzie. Solid tackle. Brophy could be in. Defender picked up on the run. Alert to the danger. We'll spread it. The way we got the results against Sunderland and Luton in the last episode was by taking our time in attack and not rushing it. Playing the right pass at the right time. And things eventually opened up for us. Brophy will look for the run of Kingsley, who he's found well. And here's Liam Lee from the edge of the box. And Liam Lee with a strike that's well blocked by a defender. A chance coming right at the very end of the half for us. But for the time being, we will continue to be 1-0 down at half-time. Really big second half here. A really big second half. Ben Osborne could fire that second half into action here. Won't. Didn't actually fucking see him. Back at Taylor to Bertrand. Goes backwards. And Edmonds Green. Edmonds Green again. And Dobson. And into Bertrand. Can't quite get there. Here's Coventry. Lidberg spins well and puts it well in the stand. Dodds to Sørensen. Great run. Got Ben Osborne through the gap here. Osborne found well. Kusini Yengi's with me. Ben Osborne's there again. And Liam Lee spins, beats his man, but doesn't take the ball with him. Should maybe have taken the shot on with Ben Osborne there. Might be Marcus Brown time. Maybe Marcus Brown could be the impact sub. Wait and see. Listen, nearly Nearly a very good ball. Kelly with a free kick. Mackenzie's underneath it. He has had a good game at centre-back, Jack Mackenzie. To be honest, Kingsley hasn't really been tested too much at left-back, but made a good ball there, and Brophy's beating his man. James Brophy looking to get in towards the box here. He's got support back. Ben Osborne is single-handedly turning our season around. What a signing. I got called out in the comment section for signing another 30-plus-year-old experienced player in a realistic fashion. That's bloody why, pal. Hush your mush. Raducanu 3 games to love down at the minute. Osborne in with the tackle again. Marcus Brown is off the bench here. He's trying to have an impact. Neither he nor Dodds are able to really do it from the start so far. But maybe off the bench they can do the business. Ben Osborne, Liam Lee. Liam Lee! What a turnaround! 2 goals in 4 minutes. And from 1-0 down, the Yellows are 2-1 up. This is going to be a hell of a relegation run-in, isn't it, really? If we can get this result here, beat Plymouth, and then get another result against Charlton at the end of the day, we'll be a giant step closer towards safety in this division. Henderson steps in well. Charlton are bottling it. Their leads evaporated, and now so have their performance levels. Brophy's in behind. He's going to cut it back quickly. Kusini Yengi! It's 3! We've done it entirely! First goal went in what, the 59th minute? By the 67th, we've gone and scored 3. 3 goals, 3 points, and hopefully 3 positions higher in the league as well. Get us out of that relegation zone. Oh my god. Through the legs of the defender as well. Nuts! Holy moly. Talk about relegation, 18 pointers. 60, I think it was 60-64. Events. 60-64-67. Comeback. Ground is bouncy, not wrong. Yengi's absolutely redeemed himself in recent games. Wholeheartedly agree. He couldn't hit the back of the net to save his life, or even his position in the team earlier in the season. Now he's got 4 in 4. Dobson. Out wide to Bertrand. And around the corner to Watson. Still might not be over yet. Charlton have had chances in the game. And that's just going to evade them, thankfully. Oh my Christ. Marcus Brown got melted there with the challenge. Murphy and Henderson. And Yengi's on the run. First touch is going to beat the defender, is it? Yes, it is. Kusini Yengi looking to... Oh. Never mind. Up we go, Kirk. Well up, lad. Oh my God. Henderson, Osborne, Kusini Yengi. Oh, what a challenge. It's mad how much of a difference Osborne's made, isn't it? Like, genuinely. He's like single-handedly turned our performance levels around. Yengi to Liam Lee. Osborne is forward here. He's making a good run, and he's in again. Well, as if by magic, we were talking about the man. He scored a brace. I was talking to chat, now I'm talking to YouTube. 4-1 Cambridge United. This is the calibre of performance that we knew we were capable of. And this is the calibre of performance that is going to get us Championship football next season again. The timing of that. Oh, never. Might have been handball, to be fair. Mackenzie. Brown up to Sorensen. Well, this is an opportunity, potentially, to rectify our goal difference as well. We've not been scoring many. We've conceded quite a few. To have a +3 in the goal difference tab after this one would be massive for our survival hopes. They're making changes now as the man that gave them the lead, Alfie May, gets taken off for Ethian. Dobson into Coventry. I'm sure they'll be going for recompense when we head to the Valley later on today, but this is just what we needed when we needed it. Mackenzie's header's not great. Stevens comes and claims, and he's gotten that first team spot back again, hasn't he? Jack Stevens for the time being. Sorensen around the corner here to Marcus Brown. And, well, Cassini Yengi's on the run. How's Brown's pass? Yeah, not that good. Neither's their clearance, though. And Liam Lee's won that well. And, oh, it's Cleary that was after him, not Cassini Yengi. My apologies. 4 minutes added on at the end. 1 for each goal we've scored. Lidberg. Into Coventry. Lovely ball down the line to Campbell. Back to Coventry again. Slotted into Ethian, who's come off the bench here to try and help get his team one back. But Stevens is denying them that with a great fingertip save. Making up for his questionable mistake, or arguable mistake, for the opening goal of the game. And with that clearance from Reyes Cleary, I was hoping the final whistle would go. It will do now. Cambridge 4, Charlton 1. A game of two halves is the adage, and we can very much use it there, can't we? Right, I'm going to go and change Mackenzie to a centre-back outright, and then hopefully we can follow that up with a win again next time out against Hull City.
Some questions regarding the match. Thanks, that's all.
Cassini Yengi's now 72. Go on, lad. Peaked, though, which is good. That's fine, we want that. Don't want anyone growing by more than 3, do we? Says as Clarkson's grown by 5. Although he's not played. And Forrest has grown by 8. Lol. Make sure everyone's going to be fit again, which they should be because it's a full week to the next fixture. George Thomas. Oh, Plymouth have come in for George Thomas. Okay, that's fine by me. They're going to do that thing where they sign him the month before he actually should fucking go. The window before he should actually go, aren't they? Jack Mackenzie. It's actually only a 67 rated centre-back, Mackenzie, but We know he's better than that. I won't change Kingsley too because he's not getting a massive downgrade. He's only getting a -1 because of his morale, so I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. Just update the finances tab. Spend tracker. Helps if you press right fucking button, doesn't it? Match day 2 of the day. We have now changed Mackenzie to a centre-back. He is actually only a 67 rated centre-back rather than the 71 rated left-back or left wing-back that he previously was listed under. But his defensive stats are still absolutely fine. You saw in the last game, I'm sure, from some of the highlights, even if they didn't make it into the video, you'll have seen, those of you that were watching on stream, that he is more than capable in that position. Thank you very much. So as we head into this one against Hull City away from home, we will be simulating this one. They are challenging for the playoffs. They've got Barry up top. Jaden Philogene still on the left-hand side. Surprised that they've still got him at the club, to be completely honest, because I would very much expect him to have moved on by this point. Got a solid team, and they're in a solid league position. Will they get a solid result against this Cambridge United side away from home? The answer is no. Dodds on the score sheet gets the point for us with 9 minutes to go. That's another big result. Ipswich just got a win by 2-1 against Derby, though, which is frustrating. And Plymouth are yet to play on this match day. We have, for the time being at least, pulled ourselves out of the relegation zone. Plymouth are our next opponents, and they, I presume, are playing slightly late. They're playing on the Sunday after the Saturday, and they are going to have Preston North End at home, which is a game they could get something from, but hopefully they don't. Yeah, that's annoying. Palagisi's gone down a rating as well, which sucks. So do I, because obviously George Thomas, well, we didn't do this with Soleil when he left, but should we, when George goes in game in January, should we bring George back and then manually move him back to Plymouth in the new season? I think that's probably what I should do. I should have done that previously with... Forest is up 9 now, Christ. We should have done that previously with Soleil, and we didn't because we didn't need him in the squad. But I definitely do need players in the squad now. We're going to run out of a lot of players at the end of the season as well if we don't pop in some contract offers. 27 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 players will leave us at the end of the season as it stands. Some we will offer contracts to, some we will not. There's not a fee being paid, no. Again, everyone should be fit enough by the time we get to the Plymouth game. George Thomas has signed a pre-contract with Plymouth Argyle. Now, it's a similar scenario to where we lost Soleil Kai last season, where when we get to January the 1st, he will move in-game when he actually shouldn't move until the end of the season. So what I will do, what I didn't do with Soleil, but what I will do here is when George Thomas inevitably, ultimately leaves us on January the 1st, I will use the live editor to move him back to Cambridge for 6 months, to at the beginning of next season, move him forward to Plymouth and complete that move. I'll make a note of what his contract is at Plymouth in terms of what he's on and how long for, and we'll make sure that we replicate that accurately when it comes to moving the man back. Now, though, we have the opportunity to play against the team that he is moving to. They got a point against Preston, have moved themselves above us in the table now, thanks to goal difference. But we can go above them if we beat them. That's probably the most obvious thing I've ever said.
Okay, welcome.
It's because the contracts are registered 1 month too early, Jamie. So, rather than it's registering his contract is running out in May rather than June, so that then 6 months to go is December, not January. It's just a bug in the game. Plymouth's team, they've drawn 3 of their last 5, so they're in half-decent form, but they are absolutely beatable for sure. Wright and Randall in their midfield are the 2 key players for them. A 3.5-star team, to be fair. Mike Cooper in goal is obviously going to be very good. Ryan Hardy off the bench has scored against us in previous games. Not going to change a winning side, though. Although, I say that, Dodds is slightly tired. Maybe we do put Brown in for Dodds on this occasion, but other than that, we can't justify making any other changes, can we? Plymouth's kit, actually, there is very, very similar to what Cambridge's third kit next season is going to be. I am still looking to bring Cambridge's real-life kits for next season, IRL, into this save for a future season, but at the minute I'm not committing to when, because I can't do it and I need to find someone that can. What we can do, though, what I can have impact over, is winning this game. Maybe, Brandon, but I don't know what I'm doing in that regard. Similarly with the kits. For say, I mean, he's just overdone that for sure. Messing about with it too much in the midfield. Gets himself tackled. Watts with a switch. Kingsley will win the header. And Mackenzie will get it forward. Henderson into Kingsley again. Kingsley, in that left-back role, is going to probably be quite similar to Danny Andrew, actually, in that he's not very fast, and he's a bit of a dead ball specialist, but he's just defensively solid. I've been pretty happy with Kingsley's performances, actually. I wasn't quite so down in the dumps about his performance levels as some of the comments section were a couple of days ago. But you guys asked for the change to be made. I'm quite happy to take the change and make the change. We have done so, and hopefully it's one that benefits us long term. Yeah, DK would be my go-to. Osborne. Forward into Yengi. Liam Lee's come here short. Brophy's tucked inside. Which leaves space for Kingsley, who can deliver a dangerous-ish ball if it were a little higher into the box. Shadow's a little bit weird here. Oh, I'm in control of the wrong bloody player, that's right. Riley Mumba forward into Vrusai, who's run straight into Kelland Watts. If it weren't for Ben Osborne, Kelland Watts would have been, hands down, the signing of the season. Ben has rather eclipsed him, I think. One thing that actually I meant to change in this episode, and I haven't thus far, is that Kirk Henderson has picked up the captaincy since we took it off Luke Berry, or moved Luke Berry out of the starting lineup. I hadn't noticed, to be completely honest, who the captain was. It's never really been something in other saves I've paid that much attention to, and it was something that just passed my attention by so far in this save. But we will take the captaincy off Kirk Henderson, And if you guys could let me know in the comment section who you think should have the captaincy ahead of Kirk in this starting lineup, then I will change it accordingly. Some calls for Ben Osborne to come in, and because of the way he's led the team so far on the pitch, in terms of his performance levels, maybe he should lead the team all told with the captaincy as well. We'll wait and see what you guys decide. Crossing's not been great for us so far. Kingsley can get up to this though, and we'll keep the move alive. Henderson out to Sørensen. Took us till the second half to get going in the last game. Hopefully, as we jink past one but can't jink past two, we'll get going slightly sooner in this one. He did, Forbes, yes. Kingsley into Henderson. Brophy caught on it when trying to go for the overlap, but we get away with it. Brophy into Cassini. Shit pass. Ball into Whittaker, and here's Wayne. Kingsley. Henderson looking to spin the man that closed him down. Finding Kusini Yengi with a nice ball through. Not really anywhere to go here. We haven't really tested Mike Cooper in the Plymouth goal yet. Osborne will spread this out to Lasse Sørensen. Brown is left in a little bit of space here. And if he can find the right ball, looking for Kusini Yengi, which he could have done if it actually changed player to Yengi to let me attack the ball, then maybe we could have scored a bloody goal. Not keen on the home kit, Staffy. Not sure why the badge is within a badge, but the away kit's nice. Stevens could be captain. What are you guys saying, chat? Who do you think should be captain? Kingsley to McKenzie with the free kick short. They've left Brophy in a bit of space. They've also closed that space down. Rousset. Nicely forward to Wayne. Wayne with the effort. Stevens with a save. Corner Plymouth. We went in at 1-0 down at the end of the first half in the first game. We could be doing the same here. Brophy's headed clearance ensures that we don't, but minimal chances on goal in this game so far. We could still. No, well in. Marcus Brown. We will go in at half-time at 0-0 here. A point is fine, but obviously a win is very much preferable. One shot in the whole bloody game so far. Good. McKenzie and Watts. Now wide nicely to Sørensen. Runners in front of him. There's not much room in the midfield here, although if you can break beyond the lines there with a lovely ball, maybe there is. And Kusini Yengi's turning inside nicely. He's just overrun it. Thought that was the moment. Thought we were in to take the lead. Oh, he's done me. Right, racing. Kirk Henderson flying into challenges. Marcus Brown to Kusini Yengi. Get this across here. Looking for Ben Osborne. Just can make up my mind where to go with it then. Do I make a change? Something might have to change. Not had a shot yet. Sørensen can't quite get there. Tried to intercept and stuck out a leg. Nowhere near it in the end. Barley Mumba inside to Rousset, who's been tricky. But he's also finding keeping hold of possession quite tricky himself today as well. Big switch here from Marcus Brown looking for Kingsley. And they've left space for Brophy here to run into. So we will look to send him into it and do so terribly. Randall on the run. Srinola. Oh, this is nice from Plymouth. Out to Randall. Good block. Oh, keeper committed as well. So it's just as well the block came in from Kellen Watts. Corner for Plymouth. We are yet to test the goalkeeper still at the hour mark here. Not performed here anywhere near as well as we did against Charlton. And I've still got question marks over Jack Stevens, but at the minute, he's keeping them out. Oh, the squared ball's done me. Good save, Jack. Whittaker with the corner for Plymouth. Oh, what a run. Fruso with the header. He's got to do better. How good is he? Because he's had a lot of the ball today, Fruso. A lot of chances, but he's been pretty shit. 72. Not on my watch. Thing is, I don't know what change to make now. I don't really have impact makers on the bench at the minute. Do that the other way around. And put Rafferty at right back. Osborne switched out to Sørensen, who's now drifted to the left-hand side. Liam Lee's through that gap. It's Brophy where the ball went to. Now Liam Lee's made the run in behind, and Brophy with an excellent ball to find him. Great turn too. Looking for Cassini Yengi. Defender gets a toe on it. Through sight. Forward to Ryan Hardy. Come off the bench here for Plymouth to try and change the game. And might help do that. Randall here in the box. Good tackle. Dodds, little dink. Dodds off the bench as well. Wondering about maybe bringing Reyes Cleary on sooner rather than later. But at the minute, Cassini Yengi still the man to lead the line. Brophy with a heavy touch. Liam Lee going through the gap. Ben Osborne will look to find him over the top with a sensational ball. And then it's Brophy on the edge of the box that's arriving. And Cassini Yengi's in here. And Yengi to win it for us. Defender gets a toe in. I think I'm still yet to actually have an out-and-out proper shot on goal here in the 75th minute. We couldn't help ourselves in the second half against Charlton. We can't help ourselves here at the other end of the scale against Plymouth. Whittaker finds Hardy. Not runners. Randall, not runners too. Osborne's in the way, because of course he is, and gets to that first, because of course he does. Henderson looking for Yengi. Brophy's on the go. And loses it. I'm going to do Berry for Lee as well. Willie and Brove, never mind. Hardy out wide. Sorinola up against Lasse Sørensen. Lasse Sørensen comes out on top. Henderson spreads it. Rafferty got Dodds down the line. The substitutes combine here. And Osborne switching play from left to right and right to left. Just trying to find a way in behind their defensive line. Oh, which Liam Lee very nearly found. Great run by Lasse Sørensen. Harley Mumba into Vrusai to Ryan Hardy. Lovely tackle by Kellen Watts. That was vitally important on the counter here, but there's just not much room to do it. Osborne to Rafferty. Dodds is going to go for the run. Through that channel. He's found brilliantly. It's a smart turn. He's got Liam Lee coming forward here. Lee helping us win the game last time out. Oh, and Cassini Yengi not with room for a shot or a pass there. ensures that we will get a clean sheet at least, but a point only against Plymouth, which is not ideal, but obviously not the worst either. It keeps us within touching distance of at least one of the sides above us in the table. Ipswich lose to West Brom, which is good news for us. I need to pay more attention to who's above Plymouth. Bristol City include themselves in that group. We've got them coming up later on in the season too. We're only 2 points off 18th, so we are keeping an eye on Stoke as well. It's basically from Stoke down is our main focus point at the moment. Bristol City do have a game in hand though. We've got Southampton away next, which you can well imagine is probably not going to go very well. So we'll just get through that one and see what we can do in the next game against Charlton. A save of the season isn't something I'd considered, Leone, no. The club wish in real life they were making £51,000 a week on fucking shirt sales. Southampton challenging at the very top of the table for an automatic promotion spot. Find themselves in 4th currently with 4 straight wins and then a draw in their most recent game. Sulemana, Adam Armstrong, I think that's Carl Walker-Peters and Gavin Bazunu, maybe Ryan Manning as well. The only real-life Southampton players. Soleta Sarr, I think, is a player that we brought in at Southampton perhaps when we were manager there. I can't quite recall. Onuachu on the bench, obviously small bone as well. The midfield is not recognisable, I don't think, as a Southampton midfield. But Premier League quality side here to come up against our just about championship level quality side, we believe. We're going to make some changes for this one because I want my best team fit for the next game against Charlton again. I just went play match, didn't I? I'm an idiot. Shadow, thank you for the follow, mate. Accidentally went play match rather than sim, so we will just sim to end now. And draw 0-0. With no shots and no goals. Well, that's bollocks, isn't it? I don't really know what else I can do there. I can't go back now. That's a broken feature. Something else to learn to avoid moving forward. Well, that point takes us above Plymouth and out of the playoffs. I don't really know what else I can do to try and rectify that, unfortunately. Because I'm not going to have a save file from before the Southampton game. We take that one on the chin and we'll try and make sure that that doesn't happen again. I apologise. We are going to get those that aren't quite fully fit close enough, I think, to maybe make an impact off the bench. And fingers crossed those that played in that last Southampton game can have the opportunity to make an impact again as we get to this next fixture now. We need to beat Charlton for the second time today if we possibly can. They've lost their last straight 4. One, of course, to ourselves. We've got Connor Wickham starting up top. Jesus at striker. It's a slightly different side to the one that just lost to us. With Blackett, Taylor, Alfie May, Lidberg and Bertrand dropped to the bench. Is it, however, an altered 11 that will help them get a result this time around? We've got some tired players still in the fray. We'll take Cullen Watts out. Kingsley can go to centre-back and Rafferty can come in at right-back and Sorensen will move to the left. I think I'm happy enough with Lee to start there with his fitness as it is right now, although I could give George Thomas a game. Let's give George Thomas a game. I know he's desperately unhappy right now, but I don't see any reason why not to give George Thomas a game at this particular moment in time. 3 points, please, gents. Lars, thank you very much for the 4th month, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Feet. Oh, it was a terrible decision, wasn't it, Chess? Quigley out to Watson. Terrible, terrible, terrible touch. And the fullback is now out of position. Unfortunately, I've got no one to pass it to. Master Sorensen gets forward, though. Now we've got Brophy here. And then maybe the ball to Cassini, Yengi. No, Edmonds Reen intercepts. That's a pain in the dick. Quigley quickly gives the ball away. Rafferty through the gap. Osborne. Some boos from the home fans. Really know why. Oh God, Sorensen, that touch is diabolically poor. His first touch has let me down multiple times, Lasse Sorensen. It's something I have become aware of, not something I was able to adjust for on that occasion, but no one anticipates the first touch being that bad, do they? Hopefully that's not something that bites us in the back a little bit later on. Great block by the defender to stop Charlton taking a 1-0 lead again. Right, how's he touched this time, Lasse? Much better, thank you, mate. Looking for Henderson. Not finding him. Fraser with a great interception. Ethian into Quigley. Forward come Charlton. And in goes Ben Osborne, because of course he does. And an unintelligent press there. Doesn't quite work for the defender. Johnson's going to have to wait for support. Look at the run. Yengi's in. Who's forward with me here? Are we going to need anyone forward here? It's Ben Osborne that's on the ball now, just driving into the gap. Ben Osborne going all the way and across the middle. And there's Yengi! Cambridge 1, Charlton 0. He has himself another goal. And we're in front. What a run by Ben Osborne. At it again from midfield. Unbelievable, Hefe. Good tackle by Thomas. Never mind. Good block by Osborne. We keep hold of it this time. Oh, it will reach Kusini Yengi. Oh, it nearly reached George Thomas as well. Win that header. Jesus, did he ever? George Thomas looking for an assist then, rather than a goal this time. Yengi will get it back on his right, and then not slot it home. Good save by Maynard. Henderson on the corner. Need to adjust that again still. Every time I make changes to my starting lineup, it tweaks my set piece takers. Henderson to Cassini Yengi on his left, maybe. Good save by the keeper, and he'll get to the rebound. Edmonds Green. Tackled by Yengi from behind. Just didn't know the striker was there. Space for Brophy. It's Osborne. Of course it is. Osborne in behind. George Thomas in the middle. Yengi too. George Thomas is at the back post. Found well. Brings it down. Just brings it down. Didn't bring it down well or anything. Rafferty. What a cross. Nearly reached McNeil. Lasse Sorensen. Touch is decent enough. Lasse used the hand. Never mind. Fack. Watson. Well in, Lasse. Sorensen doing the job very well indeed. Sorensen, again, his touch lets him down. We need to look into that with his training, aren't we, Lasse Sorensen? Because that is going to be costly at some point in the season. It's gone. Michelle, thank you very much for the... Michael, thank you very much for the fifth month subscribed, mate. Very good of you, dude. I agree. Was a nice goal, wasn't it? Sorensen through the gap. Will reach Thomas. Brophy's there. Alright, sick. Now Fraser's off. And here's Connor Wickham. Finds Ethiopian, who finds Jack McKenzie in the way. Brophy forward to Thomas. Thomas does really well. And Henderson, who doesn't do quite so well. That's a great ball. Connor Wickham in behind. Kingsley's in the way. Excellent interception from the experienced centre-back, left-back defender type person. That's a lovely ball by Osborne. And Sorensen. Oh. Hit. Oh, Small's done really well. Down the line here, Small. Still going. Great delivery. Keeper's there. Half time. Yes, Jamie, that is the plan. What ranking is Emma Raducanu and Lulu's son? You're right, Daniel. I do need to set a new schedule. You are correct, sir. I can tell you off the top of my head, I am live. Or my days off are Thursday and Sunday this upcoming week, Daniel. Quigley into Connor Wickham. Nice tackle by Osborne. Of course it was. Appreciate it, Scarlet Speedster. Thank you for the support, mate. Ref? Should just be a yellow. No, not just the yellow. Scott Fraser is walking. Wearing red, receiving red. I don't know really as it was a red card challenge. It was rash, but I don't think it was worth a red. Well, Charlton now with one less striker on the pitch and one less player all told on the pitch too. We have a 1-0 lead. Can we now turn the screw and try and find some more? Dodds reluctant to make the run in behind. Rafferty couldn't find him anyway. We'll have to start again. Brophy. Look at the run. Thomas looking for Sorensen. Found superbly. Chest control. All right. Henderson will use the pace of the striker against him. Rafferty will quickly look for Dodds here. So he might try and take this on solo. Then he's got Rafferty back here to deliver a cross, which is dangerous, but not going to find a teammate. Tayo Edun off the bench. Looking for Watson, forward from fullback. Trying to shake off Lasse Sorensen, has done so brilliantly, and Edun is in the box here, and this is dangerous. Really dangerous. Watson, saved by Stevens, out for a corner. We're going to make some changes of our own now. Bring some fresher legs on if we can. Thomas is struggling, so Liam Lee can come on. I will do Cleary for Yengi, because Yengi's had a quiet game. And move Mackenzie out wide. Bring Kenan Watson at centre-back, I think, are the changes we're going to make for now. Dodds has had a quiet game as well. So we'll wait and see what happens in January with him. We may end up bringing Forrest back from loan if Marcus Brown goes out, and Forrest might have a run in the starting lineup as well. Dodds is proving to be, as we thought he might be, more of an impact sub than he is a starter. Small, trying to make a big change to the scoreline. They might do. Here's Bertrand. All the way back to Edmonds Green, but they've got the bodies back here to deal with it. Dobson eventually gets it under control. We've got Everton coming up once we get into January. Should have our first round of the FA Cup that we're involved in. Nicely done by Dodds. Drawn very soon. Of course, being a championship club now, we enter the FA Cup at the third round with the Premier League sides. Nice ball out wide to Cleary. Cleary down the line to Rafferty. And hopefully this could be a second goal for us. Oh, good save by Maynard. Really well done. It was the obvious thing to do to play the extra pass to Brophy when he was in so much space. He just couldn't quite find the finish. Oh. Well up. Still back heel. Just got to see this one through from here, haven't we? It'd be a massively important 3 points if we can get it. Get in with the runner. Small again. Shakes off Rafferty. Doesn't shake off Rafferty. It falls kindly for Bertrand, whose shot is atrocious, and that's why Charlton are bottom of the table. Kenzie. Oh, it's not great. Forcing them backwards with a good press here. Wasting valuable seconds for Charlton to find a way back into the game. Don't press too high with Rafferty. Dodds can get out there. Failing doing anything with it when he did. It's a lovely balling behind to Bertrand, and Charlton might still get the equaliser they crave. Not going backwards like that though. Not with playing passes like that either. Just managed to get there with his head. Liam Lee can't get to the loose ball. Dobson into the box. Out, or into the edge of the box anyway. Oh, I caught the man, did I? Well, yes is the answer, but the ball had already gone. The referee felt that there was no foul, which is excellent for me. Cleary will dink that, and quite frankly with Dodds I should really run to the corner, shouldn't I? Even though there's still 3 minutes to go, we'll just pass it about. That was supposed to go to the left back. Don't do me for a misplaced pass. Well in, Kingsley. Locked off the ball. Calm down. Rafferty under control. 1 minute added on. Dinked over the top. And Dodds brings it down nicely. And Dodds could go all the way here. I should really run to the corner. I'm not going to. Goal difference could be crucial for us this season. It's going to bobble free. And Kusini Yengi puts himself in the net rather than the ball, but crucially for us, he'd already done it once, so didn't need to do it again. More boos around the valley for presumably the same manager in charge so far this season, but he might be gone before the end of the year if it were real life. Bottom of the table and losing every week at the moment. Charlton Athletic, they cannot do a thing right. Ipswich lose, Plymouth draw, more great results for us. Just occurred to me that I haven't actually read any of the press conference questions out in today's episode, so bear with me. We shall do all three back to back to back once we've done this press conference, which we have now done. The first question is from Alex. It says, if or when you cement yourself as a mid-table championship side, will you look to have a cup run or just add some focus to the cups like the FA Cup, etc.? Once we're sure that we're in the championship and we know that we're not going to get relegated, we will put some time into the FA Cup. What's a good tell at the moment is that we don't join the FA Cup till January. So, as we previously mentioned in a highlight, so by that point, we'll know whether we're in a promotion fight or a relegation battle. If we're in neither, then we can put a bit more focus on the FA Cup. Press conference question number 2 is from Matt Swens. Says, we see that you're trying to survive this season in the Championship. In doing that, of course, you need a solid tactic. From the last couple of games, we can see that your team like to give a lot of passes and build up from the back. This being made clear when you have 30 passes more than Nottingham Forest, the best team in the league. Is the tiki-taka tactic then not a tactic to consider? Maybe next season? At the moment, I feel like the tiki-taka tactic in-game might not actually offer me enough forward runs. And at the moment, I like the fact that with the one we're running at the minute with the wing play, we've got runners all the time to give me options in the forward third. And the third and final question is from Patrick Kelly, our centre-back patron. I think it's a centre-back anyway. One of the patrons in the save says, now that you're at championship level, how will your recruitment of both your youth players and first-team players be affected? Will you start to now look further abroad and possibly even at lower level foreign leagues, i.e. Ligue 2 in France or the Spanish Segunda Liga, even perhaps the MLS? Absolutely. Those that are on the radar, not the MLS yet, will go global when we reach the Premier League, but absolutely France, any division, Germany, any division. We're looking initially in this first season in the Championship more domestically as we've just come up from the league below, but as we maintain more and more Championship seasons, we will look to add a more multicultural flavour to the 11. And absolutely, if a player is good enough, then a player is good enough regardless of where they come from. So we will look to get the right quality players in at the right time. Thank you guys for your continued questions in the comment section. We end the transfer window. We start the transfer window tomorrow. We end the episode today in 20th. Level on points with Bristol City. 3 points clear of Plymouth Argyle in the drop zone and 2 points clear of Ipswich, but our goal difference is still a sticking point. 23 goals scored in 24 games is significantly better than where we were earlier in the season. And at the moment, we are getting goals now from Kusini Yengi. Liam Lee's certainly chipped in. Now he's back at the club. I mean, 9 contributions in 11 games from Ben Osborne has been sensational. I will give, in the short term, Osborne the captaincy until I've gotten the feedback from you guys with regards who you think should have it longer term. Been causing the Twitch stream for someone like Jack Stevens in goal, perhaps, and I'm open to whatever you guys agree. By all means, leave thumbs up on the comments you agree with in the comment section. That really helps change the way that things go in the save, which is exactly what we've done with the Mackenzie to centre-back scenario there, and of course more moving forward. Thank you for your continued support on the save. I appreciate it very much indeed. I hope to see you back here again tomorrow as we head into the January transfer window. I'll see you then. And stop record. We'll take that. No, Everton are in the Championship. Yes. They got relegated in this save. That is RTG S37. I'll have to edit that at the beginning of the day tomorrow, though, because I am going to go offline now to go down that with the bevy. I'll just quickly update the schedule for you, because Daniel was asking earlier, and you guys would like to know when we're streaming next week and what we're streaming. We're still in a position where we can stream the F1 first. So we've got F1 24 driver career. And that will be on a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday and a Saturday. And then it will be F1 24 Creator Series on the Friday, which will be from midday for 9 hours. And then we will be FC 24 career moding. FC 24 from 3 p.m-ish for 3 hours or so on a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday and a Saturday. And that is our busy week. Coming events 8th, 9th, 10th, 12th and 13th will be your streams this week. Schedule updated, points tally updated. We'll just do the finances quickly and then we are done for the day, if you don't mind. Thank you very much for your support today, as ever. We've got the travel costs from the Southampton game to factor in as well, and from the second Charlton game as well, actually. So travel costs 14k, player wages at £96,000, shirt sales of £51,000 again, and then travel costs again to go to Charlton of £14,000. Le Bosch, thank you very much for your support today, chat. I appreciate it very much. We will send you on a raid. Jack was kind enough to raid us the other day. Let's send you over to Work the Space, who's currently streaming. Oh, he might be going off. I'm not sure. Are you going off?
D-tax has been paid, which is absolutely fan-bloody-tastic to see. And like I said, man of all words, so we're here. If you didn't see Friday's...
Oh no, he's just gone live 7 minutes ago. There you go. Let's send you guys over to Jack to join him for some F1 Manager, actually. Some more F1 Manager this time with Jack. He sent everyone over to us the other day. We'll send everyone back. Thank you, Fortunato, for the late follow as well. I appreciate it, mate. Sorry I didn't mention it in the moment. Go over and join Jack. Send our love. And I will see you, hopefully, back here again tomorrow for some more. Okay, bye.